What up, Scar Army? How's it going there, plebs? My name is Eroktic, and in today's video we are gonna talk about armor system in Fear the Wolves. We're gonna talk about every single slot individually, and please take in a notice that this video is coming from closed beta, which means if you're watching this video after 1 year of the upload, there is gonna be much more armor sets in the game than I'm gonna present to you in this video, but in this video you're gonna definitely learn how to properly and efficiently build your character while you're in the battle royale match. So sit back, relax and enjoy. First things first, we have 5 armor slots: mask, helmet, chest armor, backpack and pants. Blue color is representing explosive defense slot. Green color is representing radiation defense, and white color is representing neutral. Which means that right now the only 2 slots that you can decide what to pick and what to choose is the chest armor and the backpack. But before we start to talk about how to build a proper loadout, I'm gonna need to show you every single item that we have in the game right now. On the mask slot, the only thing that you can place is the respirator. It is coming in at 3 different levels, and this slot is for the radiation only. There are 2 different versions: seal respirators, and the top tier is a military respirator. And every single level is gonna add plus 10 radiation defense. Best in slot is obviously military respirator with 40 radiation defense. Next on the list we have helmets, and this slot belongs to the armor and the explosion defense. Best in slot is obviously heavy helmet level 3, and I want you to pay closer attention how heavy helmet was supposed to have 40 armor, but it actually has 35, which is gonna give you that giveaway that those developers are actually testing their own goddamn product. Next on the list we have pants. They're gonna give you armor and explosion defense like the helmet, and as you can see again, double the amount of the statistics between level 1 and level 2, but level 3 would create a little bit way too big a gap to have double the amount of statistics, because pants are gonna give you huge boost in armor and the explosion defense. Still watching? Okay, good, because now it is time for the stuff to become a little bit more interesting. Let's talk about the backpacks first. They're coming in 3 different versions, and each individual level of the backpack is gonna give you plus 2 slots for your inventory, which means plus 2 slots and for the ammo count and plus 2 slots for the consumables. Second style of a backpacks are oxygen tanks. They're also coming in 3 different levels, and they're gonna provide you radiation defense, oxygen and inventory slots. And if you pay closer attention, this is the only armor slot where the level difference between the items is boosted by 50%, not 100% like in the rest of the armor slots. We're gonna talk about that later, but now let's focus between difference in the oxygen tank and the backpack. If you compare those 2, you can clearly see that there is no point of having a backpack on you. Every single time when you find the oxygen tank, you're just gonna take it. Even if you have level 3 backpack on yourself, it is better to take oxygen tank level 2, hell, even oxygen tank level 1 if you're not that lucky with the consumable found. Small backpack, medium backpack and the large backpack are just placeholders in the game, so it is not that hard to find inventory slots because they're really important. And if I have to assume why is that the case, the reason is because backpacks were overpowered, so they nerfed them to the ground. And the reason why they nerfed them in the ground is because if you pay closer attention, backpack slots are not giving you additive radiation defense, they're giving you radiation defense with a percent, which means the higher backpack tank you have, bigger percentage of radiation you're gonna have on yourself. Which means this large backpack, in the versions that we never saw on their testing phase, they had the percentage on or explosion damage or armor. So no, we do not need to nerf inventory slots out of the oxygen tanks. We are just gonna have to wait until they find the perfect balance that is gonna fit into small, medium and large backpack. Like I said, small small, medium and large backpacks, they're just placeholders. Next on the list, we have body armors. Light, medium and heavy armor, they're gonna give you armor and explosion defense. And the next set is Hazmat Suit, that is gonna give you armor and radiation defense. Now when we went over all of the items that are currently in the game, it is time to explain to you the difference between different tiers and types of the sets that we currently have in the game. And also taking a notice that I'm gonna completely ignore the backpack and I'm gonna use oxygen tank in every single set because oxygen tank is far superior than the backpacks. And before we get started, pay closer attention on this percentage on the radiation defense on the oxygen tank, because that percent is creating a huge difference in the radiation defense. On the explosion set 1, you're gonna have 40 armor, 21 radiation defense and 15 explosion defense. And if you swap only one armor, aka light armor, into the Hazmat Suit level 1, you're gonna get radiation set. You're gonna get rid of some of the explosion defense, but you're gonna get drastic amount of radiation defense. In the radiation set 1, you're gonna have 30 armor, 42 radiation defense and 10 explosion defense. And now we're gonna move on the level 2 sets. With the explosion 2 set, you're gonna have 80 armor, 32 radiation defense and 45 explosion defense. And if you compare that with the radiation set 2, you're gonna have 70 armor, 64 radiation defense and 25 explosion defense. And now it is time for top tier. Now you're gonna literally see how big difference is between radiation defense because of that oxygen tank percentage. On the explosion set 3, you're gonna have 115 armor, 44 radiation defense and 75 explosion defense. And if you compare that with the radiation set 3, you're gonna have 105 armor, 88 radiation defense and 45 explosion defense. By comparing all of those sets, we have learned something new. We have learned that equipping higher levels of the equipment is gonna give you more and more armor. Swapping the same level of the body armor is not gonna make too much difference in the armor, but it is gonna create huge difference between the radiation defense and the explosion defense. Heavy armor level 3 is single-handedly boosting your explosion defense by double, while Hazmat Suit level 3, with the help of the 10% radiation defense from the oxygen tank, is gonna boost radiation defense on the 88. And if you're asking me what are the best in slot items, it has to be radiation set level 3. And the reason why radiation set level 3 is far superior than the explosion set level 3 is because you do not need big amount of the explosion defense in the first place. Currently there are only 2 explosive devices in the game, and that is RGO and RGD grenade. And to be honest, it is a little bit hard to find them in the first place. And right now in closed beta testing, I never died because of the explosion, although I have died a lot of times because of the radiation. And that said, I would strongly recommend to you to stick of the Hazmat Suit over the heavy armor. Always pick up oxygen tank, even if it is lower level than your backpack. But you see, there is one thing that is really bothering me. Why did they give us armor set that is specialized against explosion if the loot spawn of the RGO and RGD grenade is so small? And there are only 2 things that are popping on my mind. So I'm gonna give you my predictions, and those are my words. I'm just trying to be Nostradamus here, okay? First thing is that they're gonna add claymores and mines in the game before they're gonna add more armor sets. You know that meme, burn it before it lays eggs. People are not realizing how important statistics are in a game. How important it is to have different types of the item sets in the game. You see, when you have different types of the item sets in the game, it is easy to defeat meta. When the community figures the current meta in a game, it is easy to defeat it with nerfing current set or with creating the another set that is counter to that. I'm gonna give you the example. Current meta is radiation defense, because there is no need to have explosion defense on yourself. But if they add some stuff or if they buff some stuff, that meta can change. So you're gonna actually need that explosion defense. And I would really love to see mines and the claymores in the game, because proper mine placing with the help of the map knowledge and of course mining the extraction for that high risk, high reward place is gonna instantly make explosion defense set viable. Because if you have heavy armor on yourself, you're gonna have a chance of survival if you trigger the mine. Tell me your guys' thoughts, what do you think? Should they add mines and claymores? What do you think the developers are gonna add on a backpack? And also, have you ever considered about subscribing? Because it is free, you know? I'm gonna repeat it one more time. Everything that you have seen in this video is the material from the closed beta, and things are gonna definitely change. I'm creating these types of videos to help the community that are playing closed beta and for the people that are gonna play open beta on release. And if you're in the notification squad, I'm probably on Twitch streaming Fear the Wolves right now. And if you wanna try the game before open beta, I still have 2 spare keys. I'm gonna do that giveaway live on Twitch. Thank you guys for watching and see you in the next one. Eroktic out.